All right, Kurt Copeland from now 96.3 is with us, and he's been up since 4 a.m. probably, so he's not in the greatest mood.
So you'll understand why I've got myself a cerveza going here.
Where is that? Where is it? There we go. Bring it on over. Okay.
Hang on.
Well, with his soon-to-be business partner, Dana K.
Mm-hmm. I thought...
Dana K. Goddard. Now, most of us know Kurt Copeland or have heard him on one of many stations in St. Louis.
Are you
currently
originally
now
from St.
96.3.
Louis?
Yeah, I was one of the founding members of KMOX back in 1921 or something like that.
Robert Hyland.
Didn't
That's
you
right.
teach
Junior,
Johnny
the
Rabbit
third.
everything he knows?
Everything. Yeah, he owes his entire career to me, J.C. Corcoran. I mean, the list goes on and on, as Mike Shannon would say. But I really am blessed to be at Now 96.3. It's the best station that I've ever worked at in all of my career. And you know how much I love this city. That's, well documented.
What, is your contract due for renewal?
Yeah, right?
Apparently, it sounds like.
As a matter of fact, it is. But
Dana K. Goddard is everything about downtown St. Louis, right?
I am.
Tell us about
I
your
am.
background for those who don't know.
I'm a St. Louis native, born and raised.
Okay, thank you very much. All right,
absolutely.
Now back to Kurt. No.
Absolutely. I've lived downtown 5 going on 6 years now and remain really involved in the community. So I'm chair of the Downtown Neighborhood Association. I've been a Rotarian for about 4 years, sit on the board for the YMCA, and my marketing business is mostly surrounded around downtown.
And you two were sitting around in a bar downtown St. Louis saying, this town needs summer year-round.
I think we were on a
right?
rooftop.
Were you on a rooftop?
So wait a second. Are you guys a couple? Or okay.
Yeah.
Because
You're an item?
when you're in a business partner relationship with somebody, nobody knows what's going on. So
Yeah.
we got to get that straight.
They said that about us for years. We still don't know. So
You
don't
guys
let
have
it
made
go.
it.
Partners
Yeah.
on every level.
So anyway, so you are now whose idea was this?
Well, it was one of those conversations like you would have, if I ever opened up a bar, it'd be the Tiki bar, do the Tiki Lounge, because, there's this place in Minneapolis I went to. It's called Psycho Susie's Motor Lodge, and that made a great impression on me. And, there's some really cool places. If you've been to Beverly Hills, of course, we think of Trader Vic's, and I know they had one here in St. Louis. I wasn't fortunate enough to go. This article right here, I don't know what magazine this came out of, but our wonderful neighbor, Laura Lynn Parmalee, tore this out of a magazine. And it's a national trend right now, the revival of tiki bars.
Sure, of course.
So once one of you said St. Louau, it was over, right? It was a done deal.
It was.
On
Kurt
70, right?
It was on Highway 70. So Kurt had the idea for a tiki bar. I thought, well, if I'm ever involved in a restaurant or bar venture, I definitely want to be St. Louis themed. Top that with we're both huge Cardinals fans. So we're like, what if there were a St. Louis themed tiki bar? And it was a complete back of the napkin idea. We would talk about it just for fun. I don't want to say we weren't serious, but it was one of those things where it'll probably be in the next 5-10 years after we retire, just dreaming, I guess you could say. And then one morning we were headed out to a gig that Kurt was doing with Now 96.3, and we're on 70. I had hardly had my coffee, and he says, "Babe, I have the name." And I look over at him, and he says,
There was a halo. There was a glow there.
St. Louau.
There it is, man.
And then and this whole thing has been a bit of like a bit of the old snowball on the side of a mountain, a bit of and I don't want to say an avalanche, but it's snowballed.
It's working
this
to it,
thing.
yeah.
From the concept, the name, the idea of what it would be like, and believe you me when I tell you, I mean, every detail of this place is completely planned out. The menu items, the drinks, the theme.
You
the
have
whole,
a website. You can go there and see a lot
absolutely.
of it. StLouau.com.
You guys have a Kickstarter going.
Yes.
And that must be like nerve-wracking or not.
On one hand, it is nerve-wracking. On the other hand, we had to do it this way, you see, because, well, we don't have a lot of money, understand?
Well, if you keep drinking beer in the morning.
He's a radio personality,
Right.
Joy.
you understand? See, I'm working in
Radio
radio
in St.
business,
Louis.
and you work because you're passionate about it.
What's Plan B? I know you don't want to talk Plan B while the Kickstarter's up there, which
And
is
I don't even
Yeah.
think it's a plan B. I'd like to back up
Yeah.
a second. When we launched the Kickstarter, obviously you have to put a number on it. You have to say this
Yeah,
is a
right.
goal that we're looking.
Sure.
And $50,000 was the minimum that we would feel comfortable with with really
think.
proceeding
Yeah,
forward.
exactly.
We know in our budget to get a place like this open the way that we want it to, we would need a lot more than that. But we're like, if we can raise 50, we'll proceed
You can go from
forward
there.
now.
Sure.
But ultimately, our biggest goal was sharing this concept and getting it out there and making sure that there was interest. Because while we like the idea of a St. Louis themed tiki bar and with a huge Cardinals and emphasis, and especially as it starts to get cold, I like the place of going to, or the idea of going to a beach-like place.
Sure.
We wanted to make sure that it wasn't just our friends and family being nice, saying, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea, guys," but it would actually be well received, citywide.
Right.
Yeah.
Because those would be our customers and our patrons. So that is where, while we have 8 days left in the campaign,
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah, well, the last 8 days are it. That's where it happens anyway.
It is.
So we're down to the wire here now. If you go to Kickstarter, I noticed that if you actually search St. Louau, it doesn't come up, and it should.
Yeah.
But if you search Kurt Copeland, it comes up.
Okay.
Or Dana K. Goddard, it comes up.
Okay.
So, there's another Tiki Bar in St. Louis. St. Louis Tiki Bar, that comes up. So.
I think we've been basically the marketing has been through Facebook primarily. That's been our reach because, again, that's where we have the bulk of our connections,
Sure, yeah.
Here in St. Louis, or through Facebook, personal,
And
professional
we've
connections.
had a ton of momentum. I mean, we have almost 2,000 people on our Facebook page. We've had press from Riverfront Times, which did a phenomenal job doing the announcement.
We're really glad to be on your program here
well,
today.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. But we're hearing about it everywhere except on Now 96.3 because I think you're probably afraid to talk about it there or what?
It was.
I'll address that.
Yeah.
So,
Mr. Copeland, come into my office for a second. John Beck's calling.
No, John Beck and Tommy were completely supportive of it. Obviously, as you guys know, being in the radio business, there's different things that you
Sure.
have to be
Right.
cautious of.
Legally,
And
you
this-
can't just push your own agenda.
Exactly, and they've all been completely supportive. They know that if St. Louau becomes a reality, which we believe that it will, they'll be a lifelong customer, who believes
Sure.
in radio
Kurt
advertising.
goes from morning radio personality in a major market to bartender.
So now, what do the people get if they join in?
Great perks.
Yeah, great perks. So we have
incentives.
pledges start at just $5, and for $5 you get a 5-second hug with your best friend in the whole wide world, Kurt
What are you
Copeland.
laughing about?
He's laughing.
What are you laughing about?
After how many beers?
I took a shower today.
And then it goes up from there. So our two most popular levels, the $45 level, and it's no doubt it's been popular. We're partnering with the Vine brothers from STL Style.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Good.
so
They're wonderful.
they're amazing. And who else would we want
Yeah.
to do our St. Louis
Sure.
themed merch? So at the $45 level, you get not only a gift certificate to the future St. Louau, but you get a St. Louau T-shirt designed by STL Style.
Nice.
And then the $75 level as our founding friend level, and you get your name on the wall as well as a gift card. So those have been the two most popular levels. But while we're not quite at our goal, and I'm not sure that we necessarily will be in the week, where I'm just so humbled and impressed by the people who've stepped up, is we
Yeah.
were hoping that our average pledge would be in the $50 to $65 range, and right now the average pledge is $135.
Oh, man, that's wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
And we appreciate that for everybody that has
sure.
given so far and
Everyone
that
who's
will be
backed.
giving. We
Yeah.
really do thank you.
What do you see, like when you're up and running? Because I'm going to just say when, not if.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Are either of you going to tend bar, or are you business
Be
people
working there?
behind the scenes, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, basically, my day obviously consists of doing my morning radio show. I go home, take a little nap, and then I would basically plan on spending the rest of my afternoon from my nap until it's time to go to bed.
Nina Blanca will be waiting tables. So they'll all be there.
I love working with her. She's fantastic, and a shout out to her. But we believe in live music every night, especially St. Louis based
Yeah,
musicians, because we feel like it's an almost bottomless well of talent that you could
That's
be
for
pulling
sure,
from, and we
yeah.
want to give them the opportunity. There's such a spirit of St. Louis in all of this. Staffing. Whenever possible, using the local, vendors for,
Yeah,
different things
and
that
I
we're gonna
noticed
do.
on your website, you both say you have a commitment to hiring people who share your passion
We
for the
do.
city of St. Louis.
It's
and
all
that's
about the
great.
right. It's about the right people in the right position. So, where I think sometimes restaurants and bars fail is they might have the interest or the passion or the concept, but maybe they don't have the business practice or they don't have the marketing skills or there's a missing piece.
It's a business where you have to know every single thing.
And she
you have
didn't
to
know
wear all
a
the
dang thing when
hats.
she started the Fountain on Locust, and now look.
And what do you it's surprising because most things that you do your job and that's it. But for this job, you have to be the
Everything.
order guy, the
Wait till the
cleaning
toilet
guy,
breaks.
the hiring expert.
And what a bathroom it is, though. Congratulations on a well-deserved award down there.
Well, thank you both.
You can visit that after this.
We wish you
Dill pickle
both.
soup, please.
We wish you both the best.
Thank you so much.
Go to St. Louau. Is it St. Louau or no, spelled out? Saint
Spelled out.
Louau.com to learn more about it and then find their Kickstarter from there.
Absolutely. We love you guys. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
everything,
You too.
for us
Best of
and
luck.
everything that you do. Mahalo, yeah. Not only, for us, but for, everybody here in St. Louis, to give local folks who are doing good things an opportunity to get the voice out there, get the word out there. We appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
you.
you. And thank you to Abusi Michele Insurance. They made our segment possible today. They continuously work to provide the individual coverage you require. They also handle commercial life and health insurance. Contact Tina Michele at 314-832-6667.